What if I told you the next generation of American performance cars isn't just faster, it's smarter, more aggressive, and in some cases completely redefining what a car even is? Because the 2026 and 2027 lineup isn't playing it safe anymore. These machines are stepping into a future where raw power meets intelligent systems, where design is no longer just about looks, but about purpose, identity, and presence. And if you think you already know what these cars are about, you might be in for a surprise. You're watching Premium Automotive Reviews, where we don't just list specs, we break down what these cars actually feel like, what they represent, and why they matter in a world that's shifting faster than ever. And today, we're diving deep into 5 of the most exciting next-generation American cars, starting with number 1. Number 1 introduces something that feels less like a car and more like a shadow moving through the night. The Dodge Viper Night Venom doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't need to. Its presence is low, wide, and almost predatory. The design leans into darkness, with smooth curves replacing unnecessary aggression, and deep sculpted surfaces guiding airflow like a silent weapon cutting through air. Look closely at the front end, and you'll notice how the lighting isn't just functional, it's expressive. Those sharp, glowing elements feel like eyes watching the road ahead, while the hood vents hint at something powerful breathing underneath. This isn't just about cooling an engine, it's about communicating intent. Step inside, and the philosophy continues. The cockpit wraps around the driver, not as a luxury statement, but as a control center. Carbon textures, subtle ambient lighting, and a focused layout remind you that this machine prioritizes connection over comfort. And yet, it doesn't feel outdated. The infotainment system is seamlessly integrated, with intelligent AI adapting to your driving style, learning your habits, even adjusting performance settings before you think about them. And here's where it gets interesting. The performance isn't just about raw horsepower anymore. The Night Venom introduces adaptive drive systems that continuously analyze road conditions, traction, and driver input in real time. You're not just driving fast, you're driving intelligently fast. Semi-autonomous assistance is there, but it never takes over the experience. It enhances it. Safety systems feel invisible but ever-present, constantly monitoring surroundings, predicting potential risks, and quietly intervening when needed. And despite its aggressive nature, the Viper still manages to offer a surprisingly usable interior for long drives, making it more than just a weekend machine. So why is this number 1? Because it represents evolution without losing identity. It's still a Viper at heart, but now it thinks. But what happens when performance meets refinement in a completely different way? That brings us to number 2. The Chevrolet Corvette Phantom X feels like it was designed in a different mindset entirely. Where the Viper is dark and stealthy, the Phantom X is clean, precise, and almost surgical in its execution. The white bodywork, combined with sharp aerodynamic lines, creates a presence that feels premium without trying too hard. The lighting signature alone tells you this car is aiming for something higher. It's not just aggressive, it's elegant. And that balance continues throughout the entire design. Inside, the transformation is even more noticeable. This is no longer just a driver-focused sports car. It's a digital ecosystem. Large displays, seamless connectivity, and a refined interface make everything feel intuitive. The cabin lighting shifts depending on mood, time of day, and even driving mode, creating an atmosphere that changes with you. Technology here isn't hidden, it's celebrated. Over-the-air updates keep the car evolving long after purchase, while advanced driver assistance systems bring a level of confidence that makes high-speed driving feel controlled rather than chaotic. Instead of overwhelming you, it flows. The power delivery is smooth, the handling precise, and the suspension adapts instantly to changing conditions. Whether you're pushing hard or cruising effortlessly, the car adjusts to you. And yet it remains practical. Storage space, seating comfort, and everyday usability make it a car you could genuinely live with. That's something earlier generations never quite mastered. So why does it sit at number 2? Because it doesn't just perform, it adapts. But not every car in this list is chasing speed in the same way. Number 3 shifts the entire conversation. The Lincoln Black Crown X isn't here to compete with performance cars. It's here to redefine what luxury feels like in a modern world. The exterior is long, smooth, and almost effortless in its design. No aggressive lines, no unnecessary drama, just presence. And that presence becomes something else entirely when you step inside. The cabin feels less like a car and more like a private lounge. Soft materials, ambient lighting, and a layout that prioritizes calm over control create an experience that's completely different from the others. The massive central display acts as a command center, but it never overwhelms. It blends into the environment. AI integration here focuses on comfort. It learns your preferences, adjusts seating positions, climate, lighting, even music. The car doesn't just respond to commands, it anticipates needs. Performance is smooth, almost silent. Whether it's a hybrid system or a fully electric setup, the focus is on effortless movement. You glide rather than accelerate. And safety systems work quietly in the background, creating a sense of security that you don't have to think about. Practicality is where this car shines. Long-distance comfort, spacious seating, and a ride quality that isolates you from the outside world make it ideal for those who value experience over excitement. So why is this number 3? Because it represents a different kind of future. One where the journey matters more than the speed. But what if you want something that connects the past with the future? That's where number 4 comes in. The Plymouth Roadrunner brings back something many thought was gone: character. The design clearly respects its heritage, with a long hood, muscular stance, and a silhouette that feels familiar. But look closer, and you'll see how modern elements reshape that identity. The lighting is sharper, the aerodynamics more refined, and the overall execution feels contemporary without losing its roots. Inside, the balance continues. It's not as minimal as the Viper, and not as luxurious as the Lincoln. Instead, it finds a middle ground. Comfortable seats, a clean dashboard, and modern infotainment systems create a space that feels usable every day. Technology is present, but not overwhelming. Driver assistance systems enhance safety, while connectivity features keep you in control without distraction. Performance feels grounded. It's powerful, yes, but it doesn't try to dominate. It feels like a car you can enjoy on a daily basis, whether you're commuting or pushing it on an open road. And that's exactly why it earns number 4, because it bridges generations. It reminds us where performance cars came from, while still embracing where they're going. And finally, number 5. The Ford Mustang Venom GTR doesn't hold back. From the moment you see it, you know this car is built to dominate. The wide body, aggressive angles, and massive rear wing all point to one thing: this is a track-focused machine. The design is loud, unapologetic, and completely committed to performance. Every line, every vent, every detail serves a purpose. The cockpit is tight, driver-centric, and built for control. Digital displays provide real-time performance data, while the materials emphasize function over comfort. Technology here is all about performance enhancement. Advanced traction systems, real-time telemetry, and adaptive suspension ensure that every input translates into action. This car doesn't just respond, it reacts instantly. Safety systems are integrated into performance, helping maintain control at high speeds, while still providing everyday assistance when needed. Practicality isn't the priority here, but it's not completely sacrificed either. There's just enough usability to make it manageable outside the track. So why is it number 5? Not because it's weaker, but because it's the most specialized. It's built for those who want intensity above all else. And when you step back and look at all 5 of these cars together, something becomes clear. This isn't just a list of new models. It's a glimpse into where the automotive world is heading. Intelligence, adaptability, identity, and experience are becoming just as important as speed and power. Each of these cars represents a different path into that future. Some focus on performance, some on comfort, some on balance. But all of them are pushing boundaries in their own way. And now the question becomes yours. Which one of these 5 cars truly stands out to you? If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the future of automotive design and performance, make sure to stay connected with Premium Automotive Reviews and let us know which of these machines you choose to drive into the next generation.